Alrighty, folks. So we were sent a video from Chris Crone talking about red and blue states. I have no idea what this is going to talk about, but I'm going to guess red is good, blue is bad. I hear it all the time. I actually invest in one of those blue states. So let's see what the one and only Chris Crone has to say and see if I agree or disagree.
Yeah, this is an interesting one, and it's a common topic that I see pop up in the comment section of a lot of different videos out there. So we're going to jump right in, and then we'll discuss.
In red states, in blue states, the local politics favor the renters. If you need to kick someone out, if you need to repossess the house, you can't. But in a red state, that typically favors the landlord, which means, hey, if someone's not paying their rent, you have the right to evict them sooner, which means this is your asset, this is your home, you want to get it producing again. The family moves on, you get a new family in, you're more safe, you're more protected.
So it was a short video, Mike, that was mostly just talking about evictions in that one, but the overall concept of the red versus blue has been around for a long time. So what do you think?
Well, first and foremost, I think a lot of topics these days are put out to get clicks because they are political in nature. I think talking red and blue anything gets the fervor going. I think investors can make money in any state. I think the key is to find what works in that state. Again, I've been in a blue state for 20 years and done okay. And you just have to know how to operate. And he's right. Evictions in California take more time than Texas. But is that the only thing you should be thinking about? I actually evaluated Texas in 2008 and 9 when I was starting my 1031s. And I didn't go there because taxes. You get your tax reassessed. Ask people who are buying in Texas the last couple of years what's going on. So I think just generically saying red good, blue bad is disingenuous. I think there's plenty of landlords, myself included, that done okay in blue states. You got to run you can't cut corners. You have to credit check. An empty property is better than a exception. But in the end, there are plenty of investors making great money in blue states, just like there are plenty of investors losing their ass in red states. So I don't know. I think that topic is done for clicks.
Well, I do think it is done for clicks, obviously. Anytime you make that bifurcation, everybody gets on their team, their bandwagon, they just start throwing mud left and right. But I do think there is some merit. You know, I'm a police officer in one of the bluest areas, and people don't get prosecuted. Drugs are now all legal. I've taken people to jail who have shot at us, and then they let them out. There's a leniency on crime that then ends up affecting the local neighborhoods. And the joke that we all say here in Washington is, well, what happens in Seattle eventually happens everywhere in the state. And you just see problems with crime and drug usage, and the homelessness issue just continue to move out, move out, move out. And it's frustrating, I feel, for the individuals who live in this area, because they just want the laws to be applied equally. But it seems like the only people who ever get the short end of the stick are the middle-class, hardworking Americans who the government has no problem taxing and has no problem writing tickets to. But if it's a homeless person camped illegally under the freeway, there would be no consequences. And if you're a rich person, you got lawyers. So I understand the frustration. I think, especially when it comes to what he specifically said in this video, he said, the blue states are going to favor the tenant. Well, there was definitely eviction moratoriums in places like California that went on for years. And then he says, the red states are going to favor the landlords. And I think he's wrong. The comment that I left on the video was, it's not that they're favoring landlords. It's just that they're being fair. All I want is for the government and the court system to treat me and the tenant equally. If I screw up, you can hold me accountable. But what I don't like is when I've done everything right and the tenant's in the wrong, and then the government or the court system favors the tenant. I just want a fair shake. That's it.
Well said. We'll leave it at that.
All right, Mike. Appreciate you. We got a couple other videos. We'll see you there.